In this video, we're leaving the bustling metropolis of Beirut and going deep into Lebanon's countryside for a Middle Eastern meal like no other.
You will like it.
Yeah? I'm gambling on that I will like this.
Just a 1-hour drive will bring you nearly halfway across this narrow country. The mountainous landscape here is home to a completely different way of life than on the coast.
It's a good place for those who want to retire peacefully.
This is a place where farmers make efficient use of their steep, sloping land to create grazing pastures for their cattle.
Oh my God!
Cattle will soon be feasting on.
We have the two organs that every man uses to make every decision in his life.
Most of the people, they don't have the first one.
Today, I'm on a mission to embrace Lebanon's countryside lifestyle.
You don't take it like a shot?
I don't recommend.
Don't do like
I'm
this.
so sorry.
Including a full cattle canteen.
Is this common to eat the raw liver from the sheep?
Normal.
It all starts with the most important Lebanese meal of the day.
This looks very different from anything I've seen inside the city.
This is one of the things that you can distinguish the mountains from Beirut.
Here, breakfast begins with a unique ingredient common in mountainous regions, a lamb confit known as AWARMA. AWARMA consists of bits of lamb meat preserved in lamb fat, cured by being cooked in salt, then stored in a jar for many months.
Before, no electricity, no refrigerator, nothing. They was like this. Then you can keep this ready for 1 year, not spoiled.
Really?
Yes.
They think like that. You don't have to trust, but they used to think this way.
In this traditional Lebanese dish, fresh lamb meat is cooked.
And so how old is this one?
3 months or 4 months.
Yeah.
So we will eat first after half an hour if nothing goes wrong.
And the hospital, it is close by here.
Then an onslaught of eggs are added and cooked until the different ingredients meld into one delicious chunk of scrambled eggs. Finally, a Lebanese flatbread to marry it all together.
You have to start.
Okay.
For our guest.
Well, thank you. So I just grabbed some of this.
Grab it.
Wow. It's very unique because I've never had eggs that were gamey. It's an intense sheep taste mixed with fluffy eggs. I do like it. It's delicious. How often would you have a breakfast like this?
In the village, you can have it on a daily basis. In Beirut, you have to go to a restaurant or it should be a kind of activity.
Kornayel is a tranquil mountainside village nearly 4,000 feet above sea level. People from all over the country come here to kick back during the summer. It's also home to our bridge to Lebanon, local producer FERAS, who also lives with his father, Mr. Wajdi, or maybe his father lives with him. But let's not get lost in the details.
I want to ask a little bit more about Lebanon. I'm still very new here. It's just my second day. I think most people looking at this country might assume, since it's in the Middle East, that it's a Muslim country, but that's not the case. How does it break down here?
It is 50-50, Muslim and Christian. This is the only one country in the Middle East, the president, it is Christian, not Muslim.
Lebanon is the most religiously diverse country in the Middle East, officially recognizing 18 different religions within its parliamentary system.
The religion is not indicated. You have the freedom to believe in whatever you want. So you can find a Muslim girl wearing a hijab sitting next to another girl who doesn't wear a hijab. You can find a mosque or a church, and next to it you can find a pub where people go celebrate this nightlife. That's actually one of the main things that made Lebanon special in the Middle East. You are making me speak and you are eating alone, but this is okay.
I know, that's what I do. We have a big day today. We're going to be slaughtering a sheep. We're going to be cooking the entire sheep.
Soon, we'll be trying a meat-heavy traditional meal with offerings that are both delicious and others that are daring.
Do you eat the testicles?
But before that, we need to find a sheep. Here, the sheep and goats feed on natural grasslands, mostly operated by small farmers
Sir, Wally,
like Walid.
Yes.
this is your goat, right?
Yes, it is my goat.
I thought we were slaughtering a sheep. Why am I standing behind a goat?
Before I meet today's meat,
So you have to close the tip
I've been volunteered to help
and then you squeeze with the other finger.
Oh, okay. It's like a valve.
produce an ingredient essential to many Lebanese dishes.
Oh my God! Wow! It's real warm.
It is warm, it's 37 degrees.
How prevalent is goat milk in Lebanese cuisine?
It's very prevalent, especially in the mountain here. You would be selling every drop of the milk.
So there's actually not enough goat milk.
There is not enough.
We need more goat milk.
Yes,
I think I'm good. So, do you think there's any more milk in here?
there is a lot more milk.
Can you say it's done?
We emptied it completely.
Can I try this?
Yeah.
Still a little bit warm, a bit goaty. Yeah, it's thick, creamy, fatty. I like it. What do folks here love so much about goat milk?
Medically, it is much healthier. It has better enzymatic content.
Well, you can also make it into a bunch of different stuff. What are these here?
So we start with the milk, pasteurized milk. Then this is drained goat milk, and we call it LABNEH. In this country, maybe 75% of the people, that's their daily morning breakfast.
Can we try the LABNEH?
Yeah, please do.
Break off a piece of bread, scoop up some of the LABNEH with the olive oil. The olive oil is so delicious and fresh. Such a nice counterpart to that thick cream. I thought it would taste goaty or gamey or kind of funky, but just a thick, creamy, delicious flavor.
This is sheb, your basic goat cheese, and it's the one that you can flavor with lots of different herbs.
Wow, it's really unique. Very creamy, almost a neutral flavor, slightly sour, and it has a little, just a little bit of a skin on the outside.
This is like maybe a month old. Typically it's 6 months, and then it adds more flavor to it.
We came here today to slaughter a sheep and see how that was prepared into several different dishes. Is it time for that?
Yeah.
Then let's get to it.
The sheep is prepared the halal way, meaning the slaughter must be executed by a Muslim, and the animal must have its blood drained. Once this task is complete, butchering can begin. Most every part of this sheep will be utilized. The meat, the intestines, the lungs, the testicles. They'll all be cooked up with varying degrees of heat. However, there are two particular body parts that Mr. Wadi insists I experience before any cooking begins: the raw liver and raw sheep fat.
Before coming to Lebanon, I was in Ethiopia, and in Ethiopia, I ate raw liver 3 times. My favorite thing about leaving Ethiopia was the thought that I don't have to eat raw liver again for a while. And here it is.
Turns out Lebanon is no stranger to raw meat.
You can start now.
Aside from raw liver and tail fat, there are a myriad of dishes that feature uncooked protein, most notably kibbeh naya, consisting of minced raw lamb or beef blended with spices.
We start with the fat.
And one piece of this,
Hit the liver with salt and cinnamon.
and you make your hand like that.
I think I need more bread. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Fun.
Oh, delicious.
So delicious. So it's really gamey, has a strong sheepy taste to it. The cinnamon didn't do much. The salt just makes it more intense. I thought it would give it some other flavor, but no, it just brought out the intensity even more. I think better to eat it bland.
Good with the sauce.
You like it? Okay, you're eating another. Okay, I'm gonna eat one more. Oh, yeah, the second bite was better. Maybe I'm coming around.
Like in Japan, sushi. Here, this is the Lebanese sushi.
Lebanese sushi. So this is sheep. We saw a goat earlier. I got very close and intimate with the goat. I assume people eat beef here. I've seen chicken. Are those the main types of protein available in Lebanon?
Yeah.
You know, there's another white meat though.
What is it?
Pork.
You know, there is Christian and Muslim. The Christian, sure, they are eating pork meat, but the Muslim,
Not a big market there.
it is haram. But forget the religion. If you see what the book eat, it's eating the rubbish and these things.
The pigs eat trash.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing there are farmers out there who have like a no trash guarantee.
What he will be?
Well, it's not mandatory. You don't have to feed the pigs trash. So we've eaten the liver, we've eaten the tail fat, but there are some other prized organs. Are you eating every organ from the sheep?
90% of the sheep we are eating.
Do you eat the testicles?
Yeah.
Healthy?
Of course, healthy.
Are the testicles cooked?
Yeah.
Perfect.
The testicle is sliced into bite-sized chunks, then cooked with garlic, salt, and pepper. When finished, add a lime juice blend on top, then get to work on your next bizarre meat offering. Sheep brains are cooked with bay leaves, cinnamon sticks, nutmeg, and cumin.
Gentlemen, on the table right now we have the 2 organs that every man uses to make every decision in his life.
I agree.
Additionally, we have something we were missing while we were eating the raw liver.
Araq.
In some areas of Lebanon, a meal is not complete without a glass of arak, the country's national drink, made from distilled grapevines.
You don't take it like a shot?
I don't recommend.
Don't do like
I'm
this.
so sorry.
It's like you get drunk quickly.
Oh, isn't that the goal?
It's just to take it slowly so that you get drunk slowly.
We can stay drunk longer, right?
Yeah.
And especially arak, don't smell it.
So if you don't smell it, you don't get drunk?
All generation recommendations. I'm not sure if it is true.
That's why I like to have you here as a fact checker, because he says a lot of stuff when you're not around.
I know that.
I'm gonna hit it with the brain. It's creamy, it's just like a brain spread. And then some of this
Garlic and lemon.
It smells really good. Wow. The sauce has a very strong flavor. It's actually much more citrusy than I expected. So it's oily, buttery, sour, and then garlicky too. So it's a very powerful flavor to go with the brain, because the brain can be kind of livery. But when you mix it all together, it kind of balances out a bit. This, I gotta say, those 2 testicles amounted to a lot of meat. It feels so far like everything in Lebanon is about the bread.
Like in Far East, and this is the rice.
Right.
This is tasty.
It's tasty, I like it. It's fatty, but not, so creamy like the brain. Not as bold a flavor.
But I'm sure you ate before something similar.
I've had every type of ball you can imagine, I've had in my mouth.
And it's
I'm really curious. The whole time since I've been here, the conversation of the economic crisis comes up. It's like unavoidable.
The economic crisis in Lebanon has caused millions of people to struggle with buying even basic necessities.
How has it affected food prices for people?
For example, 1 kilogram of meat, it was $16. Now it is around $16. But before, for example, my salary is 700, 800. Now my salary 100.
It's not necessarily that all the prices went up, it's all the salaries went down.
The value of the salaries went down.
Food inflation has increased over 11,000% since 2019, and Lebanon has just recorded the highest food price inflation in the world at a rate of 280% per year.
Money has no intrinsic value. It's paper that we all agree has value. And if the trust isn't there, the game doesn't work.
When it comes to the Lebanese pound, yes.
And can that trust ever come back?
No.
He says no. I think they will. Of course, the quantities they are having or the type of food they are having is not similar to what they are used to before, but still everybody can manage in one way or another.
Our final course features some local barbecue and this, a dish made from the sheep's intestines. It's made with rice, minced meat, onions, chickpeas, and 7 spices. Then that mixture is stuffed inside the sheep's intestines before it's sewn shut. Boil along with cinnamon and pepper. While that cooks, Feras's wife Nancy and their kids prepare a second dish, a lamb meat and fat skewer, grilled over hot coals for just a few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this looks incredible.
It is incredible.
We have a lot here. We have the kebabs.
This is not kebab.
No, oh, I'm so sorry.
This is meat.
Meat.
This is meat. So what would make it a kebab if it was minced?
Yeah, kebab, you put spices.
It depends on where you go. In the USA, if it's on a skewer, we say kebab. But then in some parts of the world, you say kebab and it means shawarma. And you come here and that's not a kebab. I've noticed on some of our plates we have this right here. This is a broth.
This is the water when we boil this.
Ah, so like an intestinal stock.
Like oily and
Yeah, it's nice. Can we try some of these intestines?
Of course.
It's fascinating because you really feel the texture of the rice and the chickpeas inside with the broth that has a strong cinnamon flavor, no gamey flavor. It's not like our eggs this morning. When you sit down at home to have a more typical Lebanese meal, what are some things that have to be on the table?
First, tabbouleh.
It's our traditional salad. And hummus, you eat it with the meat.
Can I try some of the meat?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna try the meat alone to begin with. It looks fantastic. Very delicious. It has a great sheepy flavor. This one has more fat on it. I'm gonna hit it with some of this hummus right here. The hummus is so good. It's rich, it's toasty, kind of roasted flavor, which is nice, along with the olive oil. Oh my gosh.
Cheers.
I drank the whole thing on accident.
You loved it?
Yeah, I'm a big wine guy, suddenly. Between yesterday and today, I've been hearing about people's different personal experiences with the economic crisis that took place here. You two have a daughter.
Yeah.
Do you see a future for your daughter or maybe other future children in Lebanon?
When times are tough, it's understandable that those who can leave choose to do so. In the last 3 years, a whopping 10% of Lebanese have emigrated elsewhere, which means Lebanon is seeing its largest exodus yet.
Concerning my daughter, yeah, I see a future for her here in Lebanon because it's a country where people live like this. Our parents passed by an economic crisis, wars, and we grew up here. We have our own career and families, and so our children can live here.
It's up to her at the end of the day when she grow up to decide if her future is here or no. But as Nancy said, since a long time we have been able to produce talents, produce art. We achieved many regardless of the political situations that was never good at any time.
Right.
So we would like her to be proud of her country and to make a career here.
Introducing Best Ever Coffee. I've traveled all over the world, and no country has created a better coffee experience than Vietnam. That's why I partnered up with the local coffee experts at Le Coffee to bring Vietnam's satisfying coffee experience right to your kitchen. Order now using the link below to receive this bold blend of Robusta and Arabica, a fin filter to brew the coffee, and a tube of sweetened condensed milk to add the perfect hit of sweetness. This isn't just coffee, this is an experience.
No, don't leave. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay. They just need to be comforted sometimes.
We are a country where a lot of people travel, either for work or for tourism.
Same for you? You travel
Half of the world.
half of the world. That's more than me.
He should have done a YouTube channel.
Right. Sir, Wally, you are a doctor,
I'm a doctor. Yeah.
technically also a farmer.
Yes.
Which title do you prefer?
Just regular Walid. If you want to see the battle we milk, and typically, automatically, with a machine.
I'm sorry, you've had a machine this whole time.
Yes, we do.
What am I doing here?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Boom, guys, that is the end of video number 2 in Lebanon. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a great and fascinating time. We went to the countryside to some, there's mountains, there's a sheep. Remember when I milked a goat? All that happened today. I hope all of you learned as much as I did and enjoyed seeing this family-made food. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is it for this one. I will see you next time. Peace. This, not real wood, concrete. Made to look like wood. Renewable energy. I gotta go.